Hi, my name is Sarah, and today's practice is called Daily Align. So this is an all levels practice. Really, all you need is your mat, unless you prefer some props. This practice is designed so that you can insert it any time in the day, and it will provide strengthening, flexibility, energy, and get you ready and align yourself for the fantastic day ahead. Okay, so we're gonna start standing. You can come to the top of the mat. Feet can be hip width or big toe mounds to touch. You choose, just be mindful of what you chose. And then allowing the shoulders to fall onto the back, palms face open. And we start in this aligned Tadasana, mountain pose. And so starting with your awareness at your feet, equally grounding into the earth. Starting to sense this energy pulling up from the inner arches of your feet. Good. Slight hugging in of the inner thighs, tailbone lengthening, crown of the head reaching tall. Spine is stretched long. And then in turn, dive into your breath, thinking of the inhales bringing you a sense of light and space, energy. And the exhale, feeling really rooted down, really grounded as you press down and out through the feet. And again, inhale. And exhale. Watch the breath flow through the body. Breath in, perhaps growing a little taller. Breath out, feeling a little sturdier, a little more grounded onto the earth. You can continue with an easy, steady rhythm of the breath or Ujjayi breath. So Ujjayi is inhale through nose. Lips are soft and closed as we breathe out through the nose. Matching each inhale with the exhale, perhaps a 4, even 5 count. Good, opening the eyes, adjust to the light. We'll reach the arms up and overhead on the breath in. Breath out, diving forward, forward fold. Breathe in, halfway lift, straight back. And exhale as we bow forward and down. And from here, bend the knees quite a bit. You're welcome to widen your feet, catch opposite elbows. With the belly resting onto the thighs, your head is just dangling. You can start to begin to lift the hips any amount. Feel free to sway side to side. And then coming to center, release the hands. Breathe in, halfway lift. Stretch the spine long. Breathing out, fold forward. We're going to step the right foot back. Lower the right knee, low lunge. Reach the arms overhead on the inhale. Hips are softening down and forward on the exhale. Navel hugging in. Good. The hands will touch down. We're going to tuck the back toes. Step back, downward facing dog. Gliding forward to our high plank. Inhale, top of a push-up. On the exhale, lower knees, untuck toes, bend elbows, chest and chin. Release to the floor. Slide fingertips back in line with low ribs. Squeeze the shoulder blades behind the heart. Ground through tops of the feet as you inhale. Lift the heart, cobra. On the exhale, tuck toes, lift hips, downward facing dog. We're going to lift and pick up the right leg. Open and stack, right hip on top of the left. Making sure that the shoulders remain square. Magnetize the hands in towards one another. Take an inhale. On the exhale, stepping right foot to right thumb. Widen your left hand. You can tent the left hand, taking a twist open to the right. Good. Right hand to right hip crease. We're going to flatten the left hand flat onto the mat. Roll to the outer edge of both of your feet and then heel toe the right foot a little further back and closer in towards the left thigh. The right arm rises up on the inhale. Good. On the exhale, allow the hips to sink down, allowing for a little slump in the left shoulder, right fingertips reaching to inner left thigh. Inhale as we lift through the hips, creating this rainbow-like shape in the body. Arm reaches overhead, and exhale, sink the hips down, reach fingertips to inner left thigh. Breathe in one more time, lifting up. And breath out to lower. Good, let's lift it back up one more time. Option to stay here. Yeah, or right hand to right hip. Notice that I'm heel toeing my left foot in slightly, bending into left knee. Yeah, perhaps I can get light on my right toes. Step the right foot behind my left leg. Stay high onto the ball of your right foot. Lengthen through left leg. Wild thing pose. Inhale here. On our exhale, we're going to gaze to the top of the mat. Plant the hands, step to downward facing dog. Breathe in through the nose. Reset, clearing sigh out through the mouth. Let's gaze forward on the inhale. Exhale, step or lightly hop right to the top of the mat. Hips go high, halfway lift, breath in. Exhale to fold. Rise all the way up to standing, reaching overhead, hands to the heart. Feeling connected with the earth, feeling connected with your breath. Ground through feet, inhale, arms overhead. And exhale, dive forward, forward fold. Breathe in for halfway lift. And exhale, fold forward, left foot to the back of the mat. Left knee lowers, low lunge. Hips move forward and down, the arms extend high. Really spread through your fingertips. One more inhale. And exhale, hands plant down, tuck back toes. Try not to scrape your front foot as you step back. We glide forward on the inhale, high plank. Exhale, lower knees, untuck toes, chest and chin, release to the floor. Slide fingertips back, squeeze the shoulder blades behind the heart. Press through tops of the feet as you breathe into cobra. Breathing out, moving through the knees, tuck toes, downward facing dog. All right, left leg to sky. Again, we're gonna open and stack our left hip on top of the right. Spreading through the left toes, hugging those hands, those forearms in towards one another and softening through the right knee. One more inhale. Can we lift the left kneecap just a touch higher? On the exhale, left foot to left thumb. So a nice long stance, runner's lunge, widen your right fingertips, taking the twist open to the left, energizing out through the right heel. Good. Gazing down to the top of the mat, let's flatten our right hand. Notice that my hand is just a little further ahead than right shoulder and a little wide. Left hand to left hip. Here's where we roll to outer edge of both of our feet. Scooting your left foot in so that the left shin is intersecting the medial line of your right thigh. Left arm rises up and over on the inhale, lift through the hips. Exhale, see if you can sink the outer right hip down, reach to inner left right thigh. Inhale as we lift up. And exhale to lower. Breathe in as we lift. And exhale to release. Well done. One more time. Inhale, lift it up. We're going to keep the lift. Ground through the outer edge of the right foot. Add a little bend through the right knee. Yeah, and then see if you can get light on the left foot. The left hand is onto the hip for support. Maybe we can pick up left foot, step it behind the right leg. Lengthen through right leg, planting down through right big toe mound. Open through the chest. Inhale. Good. On the exhale, looking to where we want to go. Left knee draws into chest. Downward facing dog. Good. Let's lower the knees. Big toe mounds to touch. Hips heavy. Child's pose. Relax the forehead to the floor. Or you can always stack the fist or put a little pillow under the head. Softening into this moment. Well done. Gazing forward. Lengthen through the arms, plant through the hands, tuck your toes, lift hips. We're going to inhale as we gaze to the top of the mat. Exhale, either step or hop right to the top. Nice and light, halfway lift, breath in, and breath out to fold. Rise all the way up to standing, reach overhead. And gathering hands back to heart center. All right, a little bit of a balance next. So we're gonna keep the big toe mounds to touch, sinking the hips into chair pose. We'll take our hands to heart center, adding a twist to the right, left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Have a peek at the knees, tack the left knee back in line with the right. Think of energizing the heels wide and then pressing firmly into the palms to twist deeper. Now gazing down to the toes. You'll keep this twist, so left elbow is gonna stay glued to outer right thigh. Begin to pick up your right heel. Really ground through your left leg. That's your standing leg. Trying to keep the glue as we stand all the way up. The right knee comes with us in this kind of funky, kind of awkward twist. Once you've come to standing, you can adjust. Left hand to outer right thigh, right arm behind you. Or if you have the space or you just want to play, you can slide left hand down the leg to catch outer edge of your right foot. And then reaching the right arm behind us. Challenge yourself by looking to your back hand. Think of growing a little taller through the crown of the head. Good. Gazing back forward on the inhale, hands to hips, and exhale, release. Shake that all out. Let it go, don't judge. Don't think about what's coming next. We're gonna try that on the other side. So I'll just face this direction just so it's easier to see. Big toe mounds are touching. We're sending the weight into the heels as we drop the hips nice and low. Navel hugging to spine. Let's prepare. Hands to heart center. Inhale. This time we twist over to left. So right elbow outside of left thigh. Press through the palms. Check that the knees are in one line, actively scrubbing heels wide to the outer edges of the mat. Good. Next, inhale, gaze to toes. We're gonna pick up the left heel, ground through the right leg, our standing leg, as we keep the glue of elbow to outer thigh. Rising up. Good, and then we'll stack shoulders on top of the hips. Right hand comes to outer left thigh. Left arm can sweep behind you. Or you can play with catching the outer edge of your left foot and extending through the leg. Wherever you are, grow taller, twist deeper with every breath for 3 and 2. Good, gazing forward. We'll release left leg and shake it all out. Okay, so finding the top of the mat, wherever that is for you. We'll take a flow to wash that through the body. Ground through feet, inhale, reach up. Exhale, dive forward. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, place the hands, step back to high plank. Coming forward on the inhale. Exhale, chaturanga, option to lower the knees as always, lowering either halfway or to the belly. Breathe in for up dog or cobra. Tuck toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Just taking a few breaths to explore in this shape, feel the body, notice the energy that you've already created. All right, next inhale, gaze forward. On the exhale, we're coming to a seat, so you can play with hopping through to a seat, crossing at the ankles. Yeah, or however you like to get there. Any way is great. We're gonna lie onto our backs. So energizing, invigorating just a little more with a bridge variation. So in our bridge variation, we're gonna play with a leg extension. So we set up just like normal bridge, our feet are hip width. We reach down with both of our hands. Our fingertips can just graze the backs of the heels. From here, you can robot the arms, elbows nice and tight into the body. Press down through the backs of the arms as you hug shoulder blades under the heart. As we ground through both of the feet, lift your hips. Squeeze through inner thighs. So of course, you're welcome to stay here. If you want to play with the leg extension, heel toe your left foot a little more to center of mat or slightly to right. Bring the right knee into your chest and then extend up through right leg. Spread through those right toes and try to lift the right hip in line with left. We'll hold it here for 3. Breathe into the toes, 2. Good, on 1, bend into right knee. Coming back to center, realign your feet to center, inhale. Stay on exhale, we'll move right to the other side. So heel to right foot, a little more to left, to center of mat, left knee into chest. And then kicking up, spreading through the left toes. Try to lift the left hip in line with right. Really strong through the right leg, extended through the left leg. Hips are square. Good, bend into left knee and lower left foot. 1 more breath as we lift the hips. And then slowly release down 1 vertebra at a time. Take the soles of the feet together, the knees apart. Your hands can rest or press down onto the thighs, or arms by your side, whatever you like. All right, with the help of your hands, let's bring the knees back together. So we're gonna add 1 more set. You can choose to repeat your bridge and robot arms, or even lacing the hands underneath the hips. Or if you want, you can try wheel, making sure that you've got a sticky mat. If you've never tried wheel, you're a little scared or a little iffy about it, I'd recommend practicing it with a teacher at your studio, of course, first. If you're feeling confident for wheel, listening to my cues, otherwise you're entering bridge. Same setup, feet are hip width apart, you can just graze the backs of the heels. I like to start with my robot arms, tucking the shoulder blades underneath the heart, and then beginning to lift the hips. I'm gonna place my thumbs just wide of my ears and think of turning my elbows up to the ceiling and closer in towards one another. From here, I can begin to press up through the arms, lengthen through arms, and then start to really strengthen and try to lengthen the legs. If you want to go for the leg extension, heel toe your left foot more to center, right knee to chest, and then maybe extend up and out, spread through those right toes. Breathe for 3, for 2, good, on 1, if you can, trying the other side. First, parallel the feet, and then we center the right foot. Really press down through the arms, left knee to chest, and then extending up through the left toes. Holding for 3, for 2, good, left knee bends on 1. 1 more lift, press the hips up, heart moves through the upper arm bones if you're in your wheel. Being mindful in wheel as we come down, tuck chin to chest, back of the head lowers down, and then we lower 1 vertebra at a time. Soles of the feet together, knees apart, arms by your side, or whatever hand variation you like. Close the eyes, let all of that settle. One more breath here. So with the help of our hands, we'll bring the knees back in towards one another. Keeping the left knee bent to start, we'll extend the right leg up to sky. Right hand is walking up the back of the right leg. Either staying here or lengthen the left leg onto the mat. We're flexing through the right toes as we curl the head shoulders up on the inhale. We're thinking of bringing our chin a little closer in towards our shin. On the exhale, keep your leg in if you can and just relax head, shoulders. Breathe to the back of this right leg for 3 and 2. Good, on 1, we'll release that stretch, bending into right knee, twisting over, allowing the knee to drop to the left as we twist to the right. So a gentle supine twist, allowing gravity to do the work. We'll use the inhale to come to center. Exhale, place right foot onto floor, left knee to chest, lengthen through left leg, walk hands up the back of left leg. Starting to feel that stretch, and then thinking of curling head, shoulders up, bringing chin a little closer in towards your chin a little closer in towards your shin. Holding it here, spread through the toes, inhale. Maybe lengthening the right leg onto the floor, and then exhale, head, shoulders, release to earth. Breathing slowly. Stay calm. Good. Let's add the bend back into left knee. Knee on top of hip as we allow the knee to drop over to the right. As we turn the gaze over to left, gentle twist. Inhale to center. Bringing right knee in to meet left. Give yourself a final squeeze, a loving hug. Always starting the day out with love, with gratitude. And we'll release into final Shavasana. Extend the legs, toes flop open, palms face open. Maybe even just taking 3 really cleansing, nourishing breaths here. Otherwise, if you have the time, stay longer. Wishing you a fantastic day ahead. Namaste.